Kanye West. Wife split. The narcissist list grows. Hello, I'm HG Tudor. News has broken that Kanye West and his wife Bianca Censori have split, capping 2 weeks of controversy for the rapper whose once stellar career has descended into chaos. What's this? Another narcissist that has fallen foul of the rule of collateral consequences? No shit. Who'd have thought it? The pair have separately sought legal advice over a divorce. Entertainment website TMZ said, while the Daily Mail reported that the 30-year-old architect has agreed to a $5 million payout. The reports come just days after the couple caused a stir with a jaw-dropping red carpet appearance in which Censori paraded naked on the arm of her entrepreneur husband. See parts passive in relation to what's going on there and her control and the control that West was exhibiting towards her. The viral stunt at the Grammy Awards sparked concerns that the 47-year-old rapper and music producer was coercing his wife, who has frequently been seen semi-nude during their 2 years of marriage. Days later, West, who now calls himself Ye, went on a days-long rant on X, the platform formerly known as Twitter. Yeah, I think we all know it used to be Twitter now. You don't need to keep writing that. He called himself a Nazi and said he had dominion over his wife. Grandiosity, assertion of control. I don't make her do nothing she doesn't want to do, but she definitely wouldn't have been able to do it without my approval, which demonstrates that he manages to contradict himself in one sentence, whereby he's trying to say, you can't criticize me for telling her what to do because she can do what she does, but she has to seek my approval, so in effect I am telling her what to do. Seeking to nullify the threat to control with regard to allegations of coercive and controlling behaviour, whilst asserting control by saying that she needs his prior permission and approval. He wrote all of that in one unpunctuated all-caps post. The rage is real. The account went dark at the end of last week. Nullification of threat to control by withdrawal, though it was not clear if it had been pulled by X or voluntarily shut down. I would think it was probably the latter. West's Yeezy.com website was yanked this week, threat to control, after it began selling nothing but t-shirts with a swastika on the front. E-commerce provider Shopify said it had removed the site because the retailer had violated our terms. The New York Post said that West's Nazi t-shirt stunt had tipped Censori over the edge. She's had enough, the outlet quoted a source as saying. The swastika shirt was the last straw. She told him that's not who she is and that she can't be associated with that. She doesn't want any part of that circus. He believes that she'll come back to him. Delusion. He's saying that she's just mad at him, but right now she's told him that she's completely done. Well, the Hollywood Reporter, however, quoted right-wing agitator Milo Yiannopoulos, who said that there was no split and that Ye and Bianca are in Los Angeles about to enjoy Valentine's Day together. Announcements about their private life will come from them directly, not unsourced rumour in the tabloid press. Well, it would appear that they have split up, notwithstanding this attempt to nullify the exposure in that regard, and it seems like she is the one that has decided to escape him, which of course is something that can occur in relation to a narcissist. If it is the case that she has done that, that will pose a massive threat to West's control. Not only is it the case that he doesn't like the fact that she's made a decision that is contrary to him, it punches a massive hole in his fuel matrix through the loss of the intimate partner primary source. What might he do? Well, he may well issue preventative hoovers in order to stop her going, or, if she has already gone, it may well result in the application of the initial Grand Hoover to try and draw her back in. This is essentially where the narcissist goes hell for leather with a blitzkrieg approach, which can combine flattery, promised change, promised gain, pity plays, threat, all utilised in order to try and get that intimate partner primary source to come back. If she's got any sense and has accessed my work, she'll know that it's an implementation of a total no-contact regime that is required, and various work to purge West from her life. It remains to be seen whether she does indeed stay away from him or whether his hoovering works. But what it does mean is that, typically of the narcissist, the list of intimate partners grows. Let's just take a little trip down memory lane with West to just look at the number of relationships that this man has had of an intimate nature. He was involved with Alexis Pfeiffer from 2002 to 2008, and in the midst of that also saw Brooke Crittenton from 2005 to 2006, which demonstrates the infidelity of the narcissist. After Pfeiffer, he was straight into Amber Rose, who he was with from 2008 to 2010. Then he was with Salita E. Banks in 2010, and then Melody Thornton in 2010, before moving on to Chanel Iman from 2010 to 2011. It was rumoured that he had a romantic liaison with Riccardo Tisci, which would suggest sexual fluidity on the part of West, which is often found with narcissists as a consequence of the absence of boundary recognition. Also in 2011, Gemma Lucy found herself involved with him, and then Virginie Maury. Katy Perry was next in 2012, followed by Kim Kardashian, who he was married to between 2014 and 2022, and we all know how that came to an end. Towards the end of that relationship, and probably when they were separated, he saw Irina Shayk in 2021, Venetria in 2021, and then Shani Jones in 2022, before moving on to Bianca Censori, who he married in 2023, and now that looks like it has ended. In a time period spanning just 20 years, West has had 15 relationships, which is wholly indicative of the way that the narcissist behaves. That this individual is such that he can certainly attract them as a consequence probably of the fact that he's very wealthy, but he doesn't hold on to them, either because they realise that he's such an unpleasant individual, and as a consequence of that, when he devalues them, they escape, or in other instances, one of the 5 disengagement triggers is activated with the consequence that he ditches them. Now, of all of those people that I've listed, not necessarily all of them were intimate partner primary sources. Some of them may have been intimate partner secondary sources, i.e. people that he was dating, but he didn't install as the primary source. But what we do see from this is a prolific history of relationships that underpin the haphazard nature of this narcissist. The way that he will move from one intimate source to another in some instances with the commission of infidelity. The fact that he treats these individuals as the appliances that he subconsciously sees them as. They are drawn in to be controlled. They're drawn in to have fuel extracted from them. They are drawn in for the purposes of residual benefits and character traits. West doesn't care about any of these individuals that he's had a relationship with, and the churn and burn approach that is exhibited by him is entirely commensurate with the behaviour of the type of narcissist that he is. Another relationship appears to have crashed, with Censori splitting from him, and on this occasion it looks like she is the one that's doing the escaping. We'll keep an eye on what happens next to see if there's more aspects of the narcissistic dynamic. But you can know that when it comes to West the narcissist, it's never going to be dull, because there's a healthy dose of crazy alongside his narcissism. I'm H.G. Tudor. Thank you for listening.